Hey there, besties. We gotta talk. So I know this is gonna piss some people off, but a TI is what a TI is. So I've been saving this one, but I'm gonna go ahead and play some of this video right here from Fox with regard to Chicago. Chicago residents are fed up over crime crisis. This is as of about a week ago. So we're gonna go here first, and then we're gonna go somewhere else.
John, very good having you. What do you make of this? The crime situation not getting better. If anything, it's getting worse.
You know, Neil, it really upsets me every time I hear the sound from AG Garland saying, oh, the Biden administration policies are reducing crime across the country. We know that that is an absolute lie.
So this man from Chicago who lost his brother, it sounds like, to crime in Chicago is saying that even though Biden wants to say that crime is down, and we already know that that's bullshit, anybody who's paying attention. Now, yes, we do focus on a lot of the highlights of what's going on in each of the cities, specifically California, Chicago, Baltimore, ATL, Memphis, and the rest, right? We saw a video not too long ago on live stream where the people that were being interviewed said, somebody got to do, I think it was Baltimore, somebody got to do something about this crime. Somebody got to do something about this crime. Crime is out of control. They not answering the phone. The police are not coming. They not taking reports. They taking forever. We saw Pittsburgh only have, they don't have an overnight shift basically for police. They might have 3 people and you better be one of the first to call and it better be worth it because they ain't coming out. They done lowered the standards in Pittsburgh. They done lowered the standards in Philadelphia for recruits as far as the police are concerned. I can't imagine why police aren't wanting to police any longer. I mean, they get treated with such respect. Now, before y'all start, we do know that there may be an issue with regard to racism in the ranks of the police. There definitely is a blue shield. They definitely do stick together. However, there's no part of life where there isn't any racism. Not now, none, no, none. We know it's in the military. We know it's in your job. We know it's in my job. It's everywhere. But the point of this is that it's interesting with you coloreds when you want the police and when you don't. When you want the oppressor and when you don't. When you demand and command the damn oppressor and when you don't want the damn oppressor. And somehow, some way, someone's supposed to understand and know in your chaotic mind when to come, when not to come, and what to do the way you want it to be done. Always interesting to me where people always want a Monday morning quarterback and they only want to see what they want to see when it affects them specifically. Other than that, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's not right, it's wrong, it's wrong, it's wrong. Okay, let him continue.
Absolute lie from the Attorney General. And as someone who's had to deal with this issue, it'll be almost 2 years since my brother was murdered, June 24th, 2022. And having known that in the city of Chicago, just in March, there was a 28% increase in homicides, tying almost, number 2 for the most homicides in any given month over the last decade.
Shout out to Chicago for coming up with a wonderful stat to be known for. We mentioned that there was a change to the bail reform, if I'm not mistaken, and it was technically, well, it was called the purge, but technically I guess it was just called bail reform. And people said, it's going to not be a good thing. People going to wild out. Criminals going to be getting out. They're going to be causing chaos. And what now what has happened? Now, mind you, it was already crazy in Chicago prior to that. But when you make it easier for criminals, a la defund the damn police, and it's not right, it's not fair, and Black and brown people are disproportionately affected, and then you whine and complain and you say it's not right, do something, do it now. You got to do something with the diversity and inclusion, and you do this to Black people more. It's not right. It's not fair. They do something. What happens? You're mad about what it is that you requested. And now y'all out here talking about the crime. Somebody will go and say, let's do a crime bill. Out of the mayor in DC. We're going to do a crime bill. Oh, how dare you? That's going to disproportionately affect Black and brown. Do you see how crazy y'all are? Do you see how absolutely insane you are? And these are mostly women. Like it, love it. I don't care. It is mainly and mostly women because you still following Black Lives Matter. Them women then gone, took your money and left. Y'all still hollering Black Lives Matter. And you don't ever want to do nothing about Black lives until it happens to come to the daggone police. And that's where we shall go now.
Good evening to you at home. I'm Nate Rogers outside of CPD's
Hey,
11
Nate.
District, where we're hearing from From the family of this guy, Mr. Dexter Reed. We heard from his parents as well as his attorneys. His attorneys say that these were tactical officers in plain clothes and that they were driving an unmarked SUV before this traffic stop occurred. I want you to take a look at video from the press conference earlier.
Okay. So this is about to be what happened to Dexter Reed when he was pulled over by what they said is the tactical team, child. Probably the same as those people down in Memphis with that Tyree Nichols, I think his name was. I don't know, okay? I'm just hearing about this story, but my issues are afterwards, okay? So this is them pulling him over. And mind you, this is Chicago. This is Chicago. Listen, I ain't going to Chicago, y'all. I'm not going to Illinois. Shout out to that YouTuber who went down to Dalton. Shout out to him. I give you the utmost respect. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Okay? But let's go ahead and finish it up, or let's hear what else Nate got to say, y'all.
Today, the family speaking with the media, reached loved ones addressing reporters this afternoon after COPA releasing that police body camera footage. They're asking for Mayor Brandon Johnson and Chief Larry Snelling to disband these tactical units that they say, the family says, have been terrorizing communities on the city's south and west sides. They're also
disband the tactical units that have been terrorizing these Black and brown communities. Okay, so it's interesting to me, and we've discussed this before, that it takes until a police officer does something for people to say something. Y'all, we've been talking about Chicago. Anton been talking about Chicago. Willie Williams been talking about Chicago and all the red rums and all the GUNs, all the kids, all the red rums for months. And remember when they were all outraged and they finally galvanized because they was mad in the summertime, they was galvanizing because they was mad about the immigrants and everything that they got, because it's not fair that they don't give it to the Black and brown people, but they're giving it to the migrants, and where this money come from, and you ain't give us nothing, and this school can't be used as a shelter, and you putting them in our neighborhoods, and it's not right, and it's not fair, and how could you do this to us? And then they filed a lawsuit, and Brandon is doing wrong, even though we voted him in, he doing wrong, he not doing what we want him to do, you need to get out, it's not right, it's not fair, you need to, okay? All that galvanizing over the migrants. Now, mind you, the red rums were still going on. The SHOOTINGs was still going on in the same communities as this community right here, day in and day out. Triple on daggone weekends when it's a holiday weekend or a longer weekend. Definitely more when it's the summertime time. Definitely more than I feel like more than we've ever heard before, but maybe it's just because so many people are reporting on it, right? Lots of it, over and over and over again. I'm like, why y'all not talking about this? Why aren't y'all outraged about this? Why aren't y'all pissed off about this? Why are y'all not saying nothing about this? Why are y'all not holding the community accountable? You said that you wanted to police your own communities. You said that you would take care of it and handle it. Y'all said that you wanted brown people from the neighborhood to step up and do more and take care of the kids and the mothers and the women. And you know, that lady who's out there putting that documentary out talking about all the women who are affected, and they're hurt, and they're maimed, and they're deleted, and they're taken advantage of, and all these people are doing stuff to them, and it's not safe for a woman. You can't leave a house, a Black woman, you can't leave the house, you can't leave the neighborhood, you can't do anything, you can't live, you can't eat, you can't walk, you can't do anything if you're a Black woman. Y'all remember her? Dorothy Tucker, if I'm not mistaken. Continuing to put this daggone stuff out here. Ain't heard nobody galvanize. Ain't heard nobody say nothing or do nothing. Maybe off of her show, maybe. Ain't nobody out here in the streets. Ain't nobody hiring lawyers. Ain't nobody in front of the daggone news people talking about, somebody need to do something about this. Somebody needs to do something about the crime. The crime is out of control. The crime. What are we going to do? It's not right. It's not fair. It's every weekend. It's every night. I'm tired of hearing gunshots. I'm tired of these people running around the town. I'm tired of these people taking advantage of these daggone kids. I'm tired of my kid going in and out of jail. I'm tired of that kid coming in and out of jail. I'm tired of hearing this. I'm tired. Near none of it. But lo and behold, we have a GUN incident with the police against a Black man. And now everybody want to protest. Everybody want to talk about it. This one incident, rest in peace to this man. This one incident. And y'all just completely forgot about the thousands before. So the 1,000 black lives before this one don't matter. Why does no one see? Is it just me? Is it just me? Am I crazy? I mean, I know I am, but seriously, am I crazy? So the only time that black people see a problem with GUNs is when a policeman does it to a black person. Do I have that right? Do I have that right? Somebody let me know. Because this is absolutely insane right now, what we're daggone witnessing. But let's continue.
Calling on the state's attorney for criminal indictments against the officers involved. Now, a little bit more about Dexter Reed. He's 26 years old, previously a basketball standout at Westinghouse High School here on the city's west side. He, in fact,
He was a good boy.
led the team to a regional championship, loved ones tell us. They say he loved basketball and cooking and wanted to be a broadcaster. Here's what his mom said at today's press conference.
He had just bought his new car 3 days before that.
First of all, you see this dude right here? This is the lawyer, because this is the same lawyer that came through with those people whose son got SHOT'd by the police after his girlfriend called about DV. The girlfriend who we've never heard from again. The girlfriend who said that he was DVing her and called the police to come into their place where they allegedly lived together, and they went in there and they took that man out. Rest in peace to that man. And of course, their family showed up like this with hair color like that, and it's everybody else's fault, and he was a good boy. He had mental issues, and I'm sure that's what's going to happen with this one, because it's the same thing over and wash, rinse, repeat. So this guy is going to be the new Ben Crump of Chicago, clearly. This man right here is about to be the new Ben Crump of Chicago when these things happen with regard to the police. Now, mind you, clearly he don't see anything with regard to anything else that's going on in Chicago. It's just the ones with the police that matter. Make your money, dude.
And he was just riding around in his car. He said, Mom, going for a ride. And they killed him. They killed him. They killed him. They killed him.
Dexter got out of his car, unarmed, and was shot by the police.
Oh, is that what happened, Mr. Attorney? Mr. Attorney, is that what happened? This is what they do. This is the play, black people. This is the effing play. He was innocent. He ain't do nothing wrong. Oh, who would do this to him? This poor basketball star. Oh my God. I'm not saying that he was doing anything wrong. I'm just talking about how they always want to portray it. The family, all right, of course, we know they're going to say only nice things about their own family member. We expect that. Here you go. And I know he the lawyer. Oh, he just got out of the car and he didn't do anything wrong. There was nothing going on at all. Is that true? Let's take a look.
A witness described it as a shootout. The Civilian Office of Police Accountability said all signs point to Dexter Reed firing first.
Oh, no. No. Not this Boy Scout right here. Not this high school picture Boy Scout right here. You mean to tell me that what that lawyer said may not be true? You mean before they even see any evidence, they just know? You know how I always say that people always know what happened and what was going on, even though they weren't even there? That must be a money-making ability to be able to know what happened someplace that you weren't even at.
WGN Investigates has learned roughly 10 shell casings were found inside Reed's car, a sign he may have continued firing.
Oh, no. You mean to tell me that there was 10 shell casings within the car? And y'all gonna sit, and the lawyer gonna sit up here and say that he just got out, he was innocent, he didn't do anything wrong. He didn't do anything wrong. It's not right, it's not fair. How could you do this to him? Oh my God. Now listen. I know black people don't want to hear this. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. What happened to teaching your children, even though this man was an adult, that the goal is to get home, you can fight another day as long as you're alive? Because if you ain't here, ain't nothing you can do. This is a neighborhood where they need help, where they want help, where the crime is so high that they want people in the community to help. Here's somebody in the community to help against someone who may not have necessarily been doing the right thing. Now, their reasoning for pulling them over sounds a bit shady. I ain't gonna hold you. But at the end of the day, it seems like they may be right. Because my question would be, what's the tint percentage that's allowed? Because there is tint percentage. You can tint your car whatever color you want, but if it's too dark, they will pull your ass over. I know that because I used to have dark tint and they pulled me the F over and I got it taken off because I didn't want to deal with the police like that. I don't want them to keep pulling me over and they think something going on because they can't see in it and I'm out of here. You know, I know some people will call that you just curtailing to the white people or whatever. Call it what you want. I'm curtailing to wanting to be alive the next day for my damn family. And I need to file the damn law because the law was about, I don't know, 65%. Mine was 100% green. 100% green. You can see out, you could not see in. But I digress.
His gun, a source says, was found emptied of ammunition. Look close.
I know they effing lying. You mean to tell me that the GUN that they found for that Boy Scout was empty? And then they had all them shell Child, something just ain't right.
Closely.
Oh,
You'll
no.
see puffs of white-
No. I know GD well. We just not see smoke coming out of this daggone new car that his mama said that he just bought. So your son said, I'm going to go for a ride, mama. I'm going for a ride, mama, in my brand new car. And in the car, he had a GUN, tinted out black ass windows, gets pulled over, and then decides to have puffy smoke come out of the car. After hearing that sound, one can assume what happened, but maybe it was Mary Jane, child.
You'll see puffs of white smoke coming from the past.
Where was he going? I'm sorry, where was he going? Now, I know someone will say, you need to have protection. Like the lady who said, would you expect he live in West Baltimore? I'm sure they'll say, well, this is, I don't know, Southside Chicago, child. I don't know where this is at. This Chicago, what you think he's supposed to do? What he's supposed to do is have a registered gun if he's allowed to have one, and he's supposed to comply with damn police. That's it. That's it. I mean, the car is right there with the police lights on it. I'm trying to understand why it is that now these people want to riot, start with the Black Lives Matter, try to paint this person as a Boy Scout, and that he did absolutely nothing wrong, including a lying-ass lawyer. Let the family believe what they want because that's their relative, but this lawyer ain't ish. And all these people who are going to go and protest and just be damn wrong just because of the fact that it's a damn police officer and then wonder why police don't come to help y'all's asses. But y'all talk about them in one breath and you request them in the next. No one has time for this foolishness. No one. This is half damn crazy. And yet par for the course. And something that Anton said while I was watching his show earlier, he said, all this always happens in an election year. So they're going to use this Derek Reed, say his name, for fodder in order to make sure that you get Biden reelected. And look what's going on. And Black people will fall for it, hook, line, and sinker. It's amazing. In the words of BCP, amazing. And it'll be the same people, pro-Blacks, I'm sure, that will say, you're a white supremacist talking about me, talking white supremacist talking points. No, what I am is a person with common effing sense who can look at both sides of a damn coin and figure out what the hell may be possibly going wrong instead of just blindly always saying that it's one person's fault just because they white and this person was Black. And not to mention that the cop the oppressor, my fault, the oppressor who was hit is a Black person. Y'all don't give a damn about him? There was an oppressor that was hit. Even though it's now life-threatening, he was hit. Y'all don't give a damn about him? His Black life don't matter? You see how stupid it sounds? Child, y'all go on though. Y'all can have it. Stay the F away from me and mine. That's it. That's all. Like this daggone video. Make sure you comment, subscribe if you are new. I see you all in the next one.